Gather round, hustlers. That's if you're still listening. What up? What up? What up? Nino, what's up, gang? My brother, my brother, my brother. Love you, boy. Love you, boy. Tell Real Deal Nixon 6. We about to cook OKC. That watermelon spot is called Nay Dum Num or something like that. We about to have this talk about lyricists. I know we're a little late, but we gonna have this talk. If you're on YouTube, share the live, share it. If you're on Twitter, retweet it, because we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. It's time. I just think there's a lot of it's just ignorance. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's just some ignorance. That's all. But oh, thank you for the unsung. Holocaust is the last episode of this particular season. I'm gonna take like a month, 6 weeks off. And Nino, chill. He about to get cooked. He has no idea. I'm about to set him on fire. He has no idea what's about to happen. I hope he's ready. What up? What up? What up? I'm waiting for him to pull up. I sent him the link. He texted me. He's, white people are usually on time. There he is. Look at this handsome guy. This handsome fellow. This is a handsome fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, my brother from another mother like no other, Real Deal.
My dog, man. Appreciate you, brother.
How are you today, brother?
I'm solid, man. Solid. Got a little late workout in. You know what I mean? Trying to fight father time. It's always an uphill battle for us males.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just go with the flow at this point.
I ain't mad at that.
I don't even care anymore. It doesn't make sense to care at this point. How are you today? I want to get the pleasantries out the way. How are you today?
Yeah. Solid, bro. Solid. Wrapping up the school year, man. We got like I think 12 days with kids after this. You know what I'm saying? The little Germany thing, and then the Dallas thing. Working on the record. Staying busy, bro. Staying busy, productive.
Nice. And for me, obviously we spoke yesterday. We was trying to get this done yesterday.
Mhm.
But we getting it done today, and I want to let the people know that we have a mutual respect for one another for over a decade plus. One of the best MCs that I know, very talented MC. So we're gonna have a great discussion today about lyricism. So let's talk about what we are actually here for. Now, I did a reaction to it. And when I did the reaction to it, it kind of got jiggy. It got a little jiggy, right?
Mhm.
So let me say it for all of those who haven't heard it. Can we revisit this blatant fact?
Mhm.
Battle rappers are the best writers in the world, and it's not close. Are you on your laptop or are you on your phone?
Phone.
Okay. J. Cole, Kendrick, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, etc. Whomever
Mhm.
you think of, battle rappers write far better.
Mhm.
Now, before we get started, because I think it's important for everyone to kind of understand what we talk about when we talk about writing. First of all, are we including poets?
Yes.
Okay. Are we including singer-songwriters?
Yes.
Are we including screenwriters?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. And I want to say, Mick, first of all, and I mean elite battle rappers too, right? The cream of the crop. Just like you wouldn't, if we said best writers, you wouldn't include the homegirl who does Call Me Maybe or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So we're
Right.
talking elite. And my statement goes to anybody who is their what they're supposed to do is write and showcase writing, right? Like and what I'm saying is the complexity of the writing of battle rappers, the depth, the syllabic usage, the punchlines, the entendres, to me are the most impressive writing, bar none. And so for everyone you include, I have some pushback, and I've gotten some very good feedback along that group too. But I stand on it. But yeah, continue on. I'm sorry, I just wanted to.
Okay. So your statement is saying that battle rappers are the best writers, lyricists, period. Right. And I saw people saying things like Jimi Hendrix, you know what I'm saying? And we're not so
No, we're
we
not talking
understand
about it.
yeah, we understand about writing, like when you write music, like sheet music, we're not talking about sheet music, right?
At all.
We're
Right.
talking about words, okay?
Mm.
It's very important that we discuss words. Okay, so I was on live not too long ago because when I first heard it, as you saw, our pages both were kind of going crazy, and I looked at everything that you said. I said, this brother is gonna go back and forth with everybody today. It ain't gonna be me. I'm gonna save it. You know what I'm saying? You're a brave man because I wasn't getting in on that. But I want to give you what I consider high level writing, order by order, right?
Okay.
When we talk about this, right? So at the very bottom, and this is just for me, so you can kind of get a gauge on where we're going to be headed. At the very bottom, I have multi, right? I have multi at the very bottom. And the reason why I have it at the very bottom is because it's foundational. Foundational. Everybody should be multi-ing. At least 2 syllables, bare minimum.
Oh, for sure. For sure. We're in agreement with that.
Right. So that's why I have it at the bottom. Right. It's like, what are we doing here? You got it like 2 syllable multi, bare minimum. Let's just start it there. I have that at the bottom. So that's like foundational, right? Right after that, I have punchlines. I have punchlines right above it, right? Right after punchlines, I have wordplay. Got wordplay right above it. So punchlines to me, jokes, that's the origin of a punchline. It's a joke. It's just that we changed the definition to fit with battle rap and underground rap. Punchline. Wordplay is a higher level over punchline. And for me, that's like doing all kind of wild shit, removing a letter, doing number puns, and internal rhyming and all that stuff. That's with multi.
Okay. So for punchline, just for a quick classic example, Fabulous, 2 9s to your back, Warren Sapp and the Bucks. You're talking about that kind of. Okay. Cool.
Right.
So
wordplay is more about, removing a letter and doing shit like, you're taking an L for talking, stuff like that. Like that's when you kind of get to a higher level of it. Okay. Right above wordplay, I have double entendre. I have double entendre right above wordplay, and this is when it starts to get a little. Excuse me, not double entendre. I have entendre. I have entendre right above that.
Okay.
Okay, so that encompasses double, triple. You know, people say that they do quads. I don't believe it. Quads are very difficult to do unless it's a name, slang, and then the English language that's added to it. That's a
Now,
whole.
entendre's usage like Pox, me and my girlfriend kind of thing, being about a gun and that kind of writing.
That's storytelling. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. So I got entendre is like double meaning, right?
Mm.
So, you know, I don't have an example off the cuff, but it's basically double meaning, right? Moving on, metaphor. I have metaphor right above it. Metaphor can encompass a ton of things, tons and tons of things.
Mm.
So I have books on metaphor. So I have metaphor right above entendre. Then right above entendre, I have emotional content. I have emotional content right above it.
Okay.
Right. Above that, I have storytelling, which encompasses personification, method rapping, conversing, this new technique that we got called sound tracking, which I'll get into. And then above that, I have constraints. And constraints to me is the highest level of writing. Highest. It's not getting higher than a constraint.
Okay.
And an example of a constraint is what I did with A minus, you know what I'm saying? Rapping about the letter A without the letter A in it. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, like that's like when you're going to a completely different level of writing. So that is that's my personal list when I am talking lyricism and when I'm talking about writing. What are your thoughts?
It's a very, 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 very fair list for sure. I would say with syllabic usage, I 100% agree that the majority of your content should utilize multisyllabic, at least two. Now, rappers like Jay-Z who can occasionally take their foot off the gas and go one syllabic, I'm okay with that because I know he obviously has the capability, right? So that's something I also like, the constraint. So would that be like, for example, Nas rewind kind of joint, or would that fall storytelling, or does that touch on both?
Storytelling. That would fall storytelling.
Okay.
There is a constraint because it was the first time it was done. So now there's a blueprint to do it. So I would consider that a constraint.
Okay.
Because you have to force yourself to write backwards, right? So yes.
So some constraint pretty much is like some groundbreaking hasn't been done before. Okay.
And you're being held
right
to a particular thing.
And that's okay. Yeah, I think that's a very, very, very fair, order to go up. I would concede that for sure.
Okay. So now I want to talk about your actual statement, right? Now for me, if this was said between 2010 and 2012, I probably would agree with you. And I would probably be side by side, black and white, picket signs in the air with you. But in the year of 2026, even with the top level writers,
do you feel like battle rap writers have gotten worse, or rapper or whoever you're campaigning for, rappers, let's say, have gotten better? Is that your pushback in that, or?
My pushback is battle rappers. Okay, before I tell you what my pushback is, I want to learn you a little bit, brother, because you're my brother. There is a writing group called the Olipo. And these are constrained writers. Okay. All they do is do constrained writing. And they've created different ways to write poems, when you look at it, it looked like some mathematical shit, but it's poetry. So I got my concept A minus from a French writer from the Oulipo who wrote a book called Avoid. And the whole book doesn't have the letter E in the entire book. It's 300 pages. There's not one word with the letter E in it. And it's telling a story about looking for the letter E.
Okay.
Right. So and then the purpose of the Oulipo, right? And this is why I say what you were saying when it came to battle rappers, right? The purpose of them is to reject the hold on. It's they reject no. I was reading it the other day and I should have had this ready. It was to the point of they created this group to avoid redundancy and to spark strict limitations that expand upon creativity.
Now, this is the group you're speaking of, right?
Right. I'm speaking of Oulipo, right?
Okay.
And I feel that battle rappers have gotten into a mode where it's become I get paid, I get a deposit, and I have to write in this 4-bar sequence. I have to have the punchline at the 4. I have to have the punchline at the 2 potentially. And that's it. Now in terms of where I agree with you at, when we talk the best writers in the space, Chilla Jones, Loaded Lux, you want to say JC, you want to put Ilmac in there, you want to put Bender in there, you want to even listen. I know people give this guy hell. I'm not going to give him hell. You want to put Disaster in there. You want to put all of these writers that are great at what they do. They're great at what they do. But even when they're at their best, sometimes they still fall into the line of
formulaic.
And it wasn't like that to me at the peak. When you think of 2010 to 2011, 2010 to 2013, like when daylight was starting to kind of get, it was like, okay, wait a second, we got a Young Ill over here, we got an A-Verb over here, we got a Ilmac on this side of the country, we got a B Magic over here, we got a young Rum Nitty down here, we got Loaded Lux here.
That's a great point. That's a very valid point.
We got an Iron Solomon right here everybody sounded different.
People is valid.
People weren't falling on the 4. People weren't falling on the 2. It was like you didn't know where the punch was coming. You didn't know if it was going to be a punch. There was storytelling. There was creativity. Newborn.
Very valid. This is incredibly valid, right?
1 to 20. Newborn did 1 to 20, then 20 back down to 1. Hitman with storytelling and doing it. I'm talking about peak lyricism, peak. And now it's hard for me to get through a battle.
So you've brought a lot of great points to the table, which I absolutely agree with. And I would even say that the list that I have of quote elite writers might even be smaller than it's a very small, but I guess the list of elite regular rappers are small, you know what I mean? So to be fair, so across the board, I will agree, many people have fallen into a formulaic style of rhyming. I will say one thing I noticed though with the list that you put out is I feel like battle rappers check more of those boxes than anyone I can think of. So can a battle rapper, can Hitman tell a better story than Stephen King? No. But can Stephen King do any of the other things? Like, this is just spitballing, right?
Yeah.
Think of something now. I 100% agree with you, Mick. Like, it's like people have found a formula, punch on the fourth. And the sad part about it is, and I've said this for a while now, I think the average battle rapper, the average one who gets, shown, let's say on iBattle or near the bottom of a smack, their writing is exceptional. Let me backpedal. Their syllabic usage, their punches, but you're right, they have certainly fallen into a formulaic thing. But I look at even like I look at an A ward with the reverse punch, which I think is an example, would you not say, of the constraint thing? I think he's the first to do the punch and then walk it back and double punch reverse, unless I'm wrong.
M City,
So M City did it before. War.
2011. 2011.
He did a reverse. Okay.
See,
Cheers. I
you
mean,
see
M
what I'm
City.
saying? 2010 to
City's
20.
fire. City's fire. But I look at a lot of these battle rappers, and again, I look at the amount of so if there is a group, not if there is, that is a 10 at what you're talking about.
Yes.
It sounds also like they all, which is brilliant, some of the stuff that you're explaining, but it sounds as well though that, are they checking as many boxes, and do they have to be forced into the parameter? Because once you add the parameter of rhyming, right,
Mm-hmm.
man, and then you add it's got to be syllabic, or else you're just doctor, you know what I mean? So I just think that, and I can see, like, that's why I said people like Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Wonder, where less is more. These people don't have to syllabically cook. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I just look at the palette that a battle rapper has. An elite battle rapper, Calico, who I love. Calico is marches to the beat of his own drummer. He's somebody that doesn't fall into the. He can tell you a story. He can use great syllabics. He, of course, and I've said this for a long time. The punchlines of battle rappers blow out any, like, if the next closest thing is a regular rapper, we're not even in the same planet, right? Like, syllabic usage, we're not even the same planet for,
Mm-hmm.
like, the punches that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if who's is Fabulous considered an A1 puncher in the game? Because, but I'm not even trying to be a Fabulous, the legend. He's gonna outsell me a million times over. Yada yada, bro. They're half of Smack's roster writes better, more than half writes better punchlines than Fabulous or Lloyd Banks. And this is no knock to them, um, but again, they can also tell stories. And I think one of the things I want to address in this with you too is, I wish the people that, like, the first thing they say, oh, how come they can't make a song? It's like, bro, until you've listened to battle rappers, so I'm gonna stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop saying they don't make. And first of all, again, I'm talking about writing, lyricism, but also stop regurgitating 30-year-old rumors. Oh, they can't. How come they can't make a hit? As if there's not more that goes into making a hit than just writing. Now,
Right.
Cole's an exceptional writer. Kendrick, they're exceptional writers. I'm not. I just, and if you want to look at the product of a whole album or a whole, of course that we're out of our arena. But just writing, uh, to me, man, there's writers like Kid Chaos. I think is a great writer. You know what I mean? I actually nowadays, I'm with you, Mick. Like, I'm more intrigued of the battlers that remove as many punches, right? So that's why I've gone on record to say punchlines are the easiest thing to do in battle rap. They're the easiest. If all you got to do is punch every four, and you got to turn in 32 bar verses, and you only need 3 haymakers to really make your round legit, the math ain't adding up for me. So I look at the internal rounds. I think are unappreciated in battle rap. But yeah, I look across the board, man, and I just think that you're elite writers, and I really do love the order that you have it, because I do agree, when someone tries something new, um, which isn't as often nowadays, man. You brought up a great point, bro. You brought up a great point. There, it seems like a formula has been found, but even if I had to look within that formula, I would say there's still, judging by the criteria we spoke of, I would say there's still stronger storytelling with a lot of people's, you know what I mean, stories that they bring up, um, personal issues, personal lives, upbringing, and they turn that to a resounding punch at the end. I think that, you know, we already discussed punchlines, syllabic usage. Um, Syllabic usage may be closer because you know what's funny about your chat, and this is, I'm gonna sound like, as soon as I say this, I know people are gonna discredit me, but that's all right. I never delved as much into Ransom. I had heard about him. Somebody, a couple people in your thing was like, "Yo, you got," man. I've been at the gym, super impressed. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that Ransom needs me to be impressed by his
Right,
lyricism.
right,
What the
right,
hell
right.
am I? Right, but man, the internals, the you know, I was just looking at the Coliseum floor track he's got. Like, that he's a really, really like witty. He's really good, really good. I mean, I dare to say, as far as rap writers, I got him high up there off the rip. So he checks a lot of those boxes, man. So that was a great thing that came of the interaction. So, and that's why I say, Mick, when people ask me like, at the end of the day, what, and this, I'm generally speaking about me. What do I think I do as a battle rapper? Check every box. And I do agree that not enough rappers do that nowadays, man. They found a formula that's digestible. So you're not wrong in that.
So for me, I again, I do believe that your statement reigned supreme 2010, 2013.
Mm.
I can't push back. I'd be a fool to push back. It was too much going on. It was unbelievable. It was, to me, that was the renaissance of the battle rap community.
You
Like, the
ain't
writing
wrong. You
was
ain't wrong.
outlandish, like completely outlandish. And I feel like for I feel like when you're saying these things, when you said what you said, and then I was watching your comments, and I'm like, okay, he's talking about potential, like the same thing, the same way you say, hey, don't say battle rappers can't make music. You're naming guys like Fab and Banks and potentially Cassidy, right? That we wouldn't particularly name, right? So Banks
Mm.
doesn't even punchline anymore. Like, he hasn't punched in like 10, 15 years.
Fair enough. I was just spitballing, by the way. Yeah, like,
Right, right,
okay,
right.
who do you got in that regard then, Mick?
Okay, so if we talk multisyllabics, if we talk strictly, we're gonna go. I want to go through the gamut so that we can kind of be like, okay, Mick, I see what you're saying. If we talk multisyllabics, I have Graph over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I just Graph. That brother is just a monster. Like, he can carry 2, 3, 4 minute patterns.
I gotta tap in. I'm not as familiar. Admittedly, I gotta tap in. Now let me,
Right.
before I tap in this, now are they for the most part relevant multis? Because if you recall, 08, 09, we fell in love with multisyllabics and people was rhyming anything, bro. Like, just to make add on the syllabics. So, and again, so graphs, you're saying they're legit, like they belong, they're not forced. Okay, I need to tap in for sure.
It's
Ransom, your people in the comments are batting one for one. Well, no, somebody said Jimi Hendrix is a writer of lyrics,
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I
so they
mean, yeah,
bat one for two. They bat one for two, but
right.
I gotta check him out.
Yeah, Ransom, obviously Graph,
Ransom
Crooked
makes sense.
Eye,
Look at
Royce,
that Joe.
Lupe, Rock Marcy,
Vegas
Eminem,
Academy. Right.
Elzai, and this is a list that I have, right? And we had Ilmac and Disaster on this list. They was at like 11 and 12.
Mm.
Cambada. So Cambada, he has a whole project with Loaded Lux.
Mm.
They got a whole project together. And Loaded Lux was Gray Hoodie Lux on that project. He was like a 9. He was like a 9 on that whole project.
Mm.
Cambada was like at a 7 and was clearing Lux, bro. He's at a 7, bro. Cambada has a song called Michael Jackson where he's rhyming Michael Jackson for 4 minutes, and he's talking about Michael Jackson.
I gotta say this, and I gotta interject this. One, two is Wordsworth. I think is an incredible writer too. Wordsworth
Wordsworth is insane.
is incredible, but I want to say say Lux when I throw Lux out there because I know that's what people perceive as the best writer,
Thank
and
you.
I'm not. I do think Lux is a really good writer in battle rap, but he's not to me the Mount Rushmore writer. Like he's not. I don't say Mount Rushmore, but he's not the best writer. Like I think Ilmac is a better writer than Loaded Lux. I do. I really do. I would go on record and say it. I think that Loaded Lux is rapping wise exceptional. I think his rapping to me may be greater than his lyrics. He just because he's somebody who over the years didn't conform. And he also, you don't see him running back stuff. You don't see him overly trying to deliver the fourth punch. He
It's either
shows
you
up.
get it or you don't.
Right, right. And so he created that, you know what I mean? That kind of, oh, you really got to listen, which I think made probably people value his, and again, he's a great writer, values writing more. But there's some like I said, Ilmac is an exceptional writer that I look at. Uh,
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus is an exceptional writer. Um, I think A Ward is underrated as a writer. I really do because there's so much performance and stuff that goes on with him. Chilla, of course.
Killer, yeah.
Chilla, of course. JC is a great writer.
Kid Chaos, I agree with Kid Chaos.
I love Kid Chaos as a writer, man. And again, somebody that doesn't follow the conventional. And again, there's some writers like XQZ, Dunch. Now, Dunch is very heavy comedy, but
Dunch is
Pat
great.
was a Dunch is great, and of course you've already brought up Bender, but Lux,
Sick.
I just
Real sick.
Real Sick is a very good writer. Real Sick is Jay the Nightwing is the breath of fresh air. Now he's been around for a while, but
For a
like
while. His
Jay,
resurgence, yeah.
right. So, but I do think there are some battle rappers like Appa, people like that write very well.
Appa's really good.
Yeah, and it's the hope that they do kind of break that formulaic trend. My pushback, my challenge would be, do you think you find writers that check all of the boxes the way an elite battle rap? Because Real Sick, let's just take him. It's completely neutral. He can punch.
Yes.
He's multisyllabic.
Yes.
The one thing I'll probably give you is I haven't yet, I might have missed it. I haven't heard him do anything constraint wise, right?
Right.
So, he has wordplay.
Yep.
I haven't heard a lot of storytelling from him. I don't know in case I missed it. But
more angle based,
Yeah, right. But I just think that elite battle rappers, they can or they have done checked all of those boxes. You know what I mean? Like
none respectfully.
with being held to the parameters of time, and you know what I mean? I hate when someone's like, yeah, but give them something to write about other than an opponent, and what are they going to do? I'm like, they're going to kill it. What are you talking about? Like, if you don't think if you don't think I can write about XQZ for 3 rounds, you don't think I can write about the crisis and things like Free Palestine or the grocery prices. Like, of course we can. We're just paid. It's a gladiator, but we're paid to tear down another person. I mean, that's
what it is. I think you named a bunch of dope writers, and I don't think any of them are better than Elzai.
I gotta tap in. To be fair enough.
I don't think any of them are better than Elzai. Elzai, that brother, he's from Detroit. He's in school. He's with Slum Village. Royce M. To me, Elzai is like whatever's the peak, he's above the peak. That brother is just when I stop whatever I'm doing to hear what he has to say. He checks every single box. You want to talk delivery, you want to talk flow, you want punches, wordplay, entendre, multisyllabics,
Okay.
you want to talk constraints, storytelling. He does everything.
So
That brother,
he would be your cream of the crop writer. Him and you
cream of
say
the cream,
Graph.
cream
Okay.
of the cream of the crop. He's at the top. That brother is just it's just
I got some research to do because, like I said, man, like I'll tell you a writer who I think is incredible. And they're not even always heavy syllabic. Is Sage Francis? I think Sage
Sage is
Francis
really good.
is a
Sage is really good.
really good writer. Like
Sage is really good.
Sage is one of the last people, other than like I said, I'm this ransom kicking. I'm just like an album and a half in, so
Oh
I'm
no,
I'm
Ransom gets he'll take you to the
yeah.
deep waters.
So uh I Sage was one of the last writers where I like stopped about a couple things he said in the gym. I'm like, oh man, like you know what I mean? He doesn't follow the same formulaic thing. He's an incredible writer for sure.
Lupe.
Um oh yeah, Lupe's really good. Really good. I would say Lupe uh yeah, he's Lupe is an elite writer for sure.
I mean, Lupe has some stuff that I just be like, what are we doing here, bro? Like it's just, and he's on record saying that battle rappers in 2012, 2013 were the best writers.
I again and so I think my biggest thing is I stand behind. So yeah, I mean you brought up a great point, and it's a point I've been saying for a long time with them falling into the formulaic thing. I agree, it's hard to get through a battle nowadays. Um it is. You brought up a lot of very good points, bro. And I've been saying for a long time, they're afraid to take risks.
Well,
And so
why do you think they're afraid? Why do you think they are afraid to take risks? Is it the crowd?
I think, and I say this a lot, and the irony is I probably sound like I'm joking a lot, but I absolutely think things like humor need to make a comeback in battle rap.
I agree.
Um, things like humor, and again, I think it got gossipy for a second and messy, and and yeah, like yeah, we always did angles and that, but like I think another thing that people aren't doing as much is switching cadence up. And that's why B Magic comes back around, does a couple battles, and people are like, yo, I forgot how crazy he is. And it's like, by the way, B Magic is completely fire. But it's just like you haven't heard somebody rapping for a while. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you said, you've heard those same spoon fed and again, that's why when I write, I'm trying to check every single box. If I can roast you, I can, make like an angle about, except going super personal. That's one thing over the years. Early on, I took my foot off the gas because I was like, I don't know. But yeah, I think humor is lacking. I do think the crowd plays a factor because they're now programmed to react on bar four. There's a great moment where Lex is battling Lex Luthor, and he's
Hmm.
got a fourth bar, and you'll love this, Mick. And he's like, he's like, I ain't even friends with dude. This is not what he really says, but you'll get the gist. I'll show up in something, you'll be dead, like Jonathan Pender Hughes, and everyone goes crazy, and he just goes, I just made that person up. That's not even a real person. And I was like, so, which I guess falls into the thing of humor to me too, though. So he was funny with it, but shows the point that this being programmed to react on bar four and its success, it has a high success rate, bro. Like, and I get it. It's challenging to leave that comfort zone, but and I think with punchers like Rum, people think, oh, I can do that, and it's like, okay, Rum is an absolute elite
He's mastered it.
elite. Right. So, like that's like people thinking they can just go in there and trade blows with Foreman. a
Right.
heyday for me. Like, yeah, you can punch hard. Like, you know what I mean? There's tons of people that punch hard. Like, this dude is gonna punch you through the ropes.
Because that's what
And
he does.
right. And by you trying to apply his thing to other people, you're just gonna have a mid career. Like, there's nothing, you're gonna be a mid card. There's nothing that's gonna make me want to show up and watch you battle.
Right.
And I think Battle Rap 2 has gotten, like you said, the character, lack of characters, and the just a lot of duplicates and replicas, bro.
What do
Like,
you what do you think about, because again, I was watching the comments too. What do you think about people saying the redundancy of gun bars? How can these guys be elite and there's the redundancy of gun bars and violence?
oh man, I I like gum bars, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not mad at the take, and here's why. And it's not about like being violent. It's about there's so many slang terms for different kinds of guns that it can definitely equate to lazy writing, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many, you know, there's like a new slang every couple years that you can make 40 different punchlines on.
Yep.
And it's not that I don't, you know what I mean? I love a good gun bar, right? But I'm not mad at that take, you know what I mean? But I'm not again, it looks goofy me like coming from like I don't want to look or come across as like the white guy. Like, there's always these gun bars. Like, I love a good gun bar, you know what I'm
We
saying?
all do. We all do.
My only pushback would be in the English language and with as much slang, it's probably it's the easiest style to punch and write, for sure. So that's valid.
I feel like there has to be some homework from yourself.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I got Elzine Graph for sure in there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's these are guys that, you know, as a lyricist, right? Like, and who's I've done both. Like, I think we also need to talk about this. Like, I've done both. I
For
do
sure.
music for a living, and I've had the opportunity and privilege. I always say it's a privilege to step into the ring 4 or 5 times, and the process
And be
of
successful, I might add, because
yes,
there
yes,
is many that have not or have bullshitted about even dipping their toes in the water. So it's
right,
very commendable for you in that regard, for sure.
yeah. Thank you. And
For
I want to
sure.
say, battle rap as a entertainment as an entertaining performing arts sport is the hardest thing to do. The closest to battle rap as a performing art is improv comedy. That's the closest.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm
You gonna push back on that?
I might say improv comedy.
It's
And
tougher than battle rap.
now, when you say improv, you just mean just go up there and rock an improv. I just think stand-up comedy, improv comedy.
I think so. I went to a group improv comedy show,
Mm,
and that shit it was unbelievable. Like, these
yeah.
guys, they practice that shit, but like they tell, they pull people up from the crowd and was
Like,
like,
whose line is it anyway, kind of thing.
yes, that is
Oh,
that is a
it's
different.
unbelievable. And I say this, Mick. This is if I do think overall crowds are kind of lenient to where if a trash bar gets said, people don't traditionally boo anymore. Once in a blue, if it's a really garbage bar, if people mess up, people allow them to get it back. I don't know that there's a more painful awkwardness of someone not being funny. I always say the
Silence.
two worst things I don't want to see is a comedian bomb and a horrific bone injury. Like, if you're like, yo, this dude's bone came through, don't show me that. Just like if you ever seen Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore at the roast is the
Mhm.
worst comedic bombing I've like it'll make you just feel uneasy for, and this is Mike. You feel bad for, I don't know if you remember that dude, Mike the Situation.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
I do.
such a douche, but you feel bad for him so I think because I only say that because there are funny battle rappers. Again, Dunch, we revisit, and some of the, some of the other funny battle rappers over time. And I remember people like, oh, they can do stand up, and I'm like, ooh, that's a
Mhm.
different ballpark, bro. Like,
It's a monster.
yeah. So, yeah, I guess to play to your point, a stand-up comedian doesn't have to stay within the parameters of time limits, and they have more to talk about. But whoa, that's a tough one. That's a good call though. I
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad if you went.
I just think it's improv comedy because stand-up comedian, I would have it underneath battle rap, mainly because a stand-up comedian can take those jokes to another club,
Mm,
and it might work well in another club. It might not work in another. Battle
that's
rappers
a
get
good
you
point.
do it
That's a great point.
one
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and the only thing that comes close to that to me, not opera, not plays,
Hmm.
not live Saturday Night Live, none of that. I'm talking about improv comedy and battle rap.
It's a great call. Yeah, that's a great call.
Because you guys only do it one time, and that's it.
Right.
And it gotta be perfect. You don't know how the people gonna react. The people don't know how they're gonna react. You don't
There's
know
so
what's
many
the
other
opponent.
factors too. I wish it was just us and the people. There's factors from mic, audio, room temperature,
Yep.
someone not showing, someone completely blatantly violating the time constrictions,
You don't know what your opponent gonna
yeah, there's a
say.
lot. It is, yeah, yeah. I think
So
maybe because I've done it for so long,
you're
maybe sometimes I
desensitized.
don't give it the credit and I'm not even trying to like, oh, this whole thing, like, because people ask me to this day. I just had a one rounder last week after Germany, and really like low risk, like I'm still butterflies right before the battle. I'm still walking around like, oh my God, what if I forget that first bar? What if dude goes crazy? Da-da-da. Like that's 23 years deep in battle rap. So like, um, yeah, yeah. I guess maybe sometimes I don't step back and examine the overall process. That's a great point.
But that's the reason why I think it's important for MC such as myself to try it. Like you can't say, and I admonish MCs who say they could come into the battle world and just beat everybody. That's
Hate it,
not.
hate it, hate it,
You can't, bro. Like
hate it.
I don't care how good, even as good as Elzai is to me. I wouldn't have him beating the best battle rapper on a stage because I've never seen him perform without a mic. I've never seen
Mm.
him deal with adversity. You don't know if people might rock with you. That stuff is real. So like I look at battlers writing as a performing art as opposed to just a literary work, if that makes sense. It's tougher from a performing art standpoint, not from a literary standpoint anymore. There's too
I
many
think that.
MCs, there's too many underground MCs that is doing too many wild things
Mm.
that battlers are just not doing right now. Maybe like an Appa, like you said, like an Appa, a Kid Chaos, Real Sick, even a
Right.
Dunch. Like these guys are. A Ward is a beautiful example of him trying to push the boundaries of
Mm.
creativity, but the mass majority.
You're right about that. Yeah, you may have fallen into the formulaic. You're not wrong about that, bro. But understand, I don't speak. Shoddy Horror is another great writer that
Shawty's crazy.
pushes flow patterns back, and Tony D was another exceptional writer.
I like Tuna.
I said the five, if I can recall, industry rappers that I think could step into battle rap and be pretty solid. But I might have to put Ransom in there now because man, he's really good, bro. Really good. Um, and again, people have to understand any rapper that comes into battle rap, you're immediately going to be the favorite it's not the reverse. You're not going to be the underdog. Like people are just going to be happy that you came to mingle with the common folk. And I
Yeah.
use the example all the time. And I never in all the years I've never really drugged cannabis about his performance. Like whatever, man, it is. But what I will say is the crowd was rocking with cannabis for a minute,
For the first
and
round, then half the second.
he was saying some very rough, not
Yeah.
very good stuff, right? And so they gave him a whole round of leeway. So I always say, like an Eminem, You put him on a battle. So first of all, he's battled years and years and years ago. Battle is way different. But you put him on that stage, he's going to get a lot more leeway than one of us would get. You know what I'm saying? And
He's going.
so
It's gonna.
Royce, I think Royce would do well.
Eminem. Eminem would massacre someone.
He would. Now the pushback, the tough thing about Eminem is, I guess he has a lot to talk about, but obviously Eminem can gloat well. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of good things he could say for himself. Like Eminem would be. I mean, I think Eminem would do very well. He was in the five. I had Royce. Uh, I had
Royce is
uh,
Royce is different, bro.
Royce is really, really, really good. Uh, my man, who's oh God, I'm drawing a blank here. Real heavy dope with the drug talk is
Conway. Conway.
Conway is fire. Conway is fire. I think OT could do well. When I say do
OT.
well, I mean, give them some battles on that, like, you know what I mean. I don't mean they're immediately they're the greatest, but OT is really cold. And again, it's rappers that could do that drug talk with the specificity that's new, right?
RJ
So
Payne. RJ Payne could do it.
right, he's fire. So,
He's done
like,
it before. He's Rain Man. He was Rain Man.
yeah. So I do think there are, but I hate when it's like I might have to go with. I actually think Joyner would be solid. I think Joyner would be good. He was
So
one of them. I remember.
Game called the game. He came to Pendulum Inc. and he called out. I think I'm gonna put that out this week. The game called out Joyner Lucas to battle on URL.
Huh. Ooh.
Now
That's a
Joyner to me is elite storyteller. Elite storyteller.
agreed. Agree.
And he understands the mechanics of multisyllabics very high. He's not really a good puncher like that,
Mm-mm.
but multis and storytelling, he's elite. And I think that he could hang with some, but it's still it's a different world. We get first round leeway, half of the second round leeway, and then that's it.
Right. But do you think though, in turn, let me just say what I think. I don't think Game is gonna punch enough or at a level. Again, his first couple punches will get a lot of grace, will get hype, because here he is, like he's mingling with the common folk, the peasants, which is us. But I think those rounds get longer and longer, man, and you
Disrespectful.
know,
Do you think him being disrespectful, him being the industry version of Arsenal? What does that? I think he could be okay if he's the industry version of Arsenal.
I don't think he has a bag as deep in that as Arsenal. I don't think he can I don't think he's as creative as Arsenal with that shit. Arsenal also, I think, has more like the funniest thing about Arsenal is I always tell people is that he's so likable, which is
Oh yeah,
crazy.
outside of
You
the
know what I
ring,
mean? Like he's because some of the shit is just funny, and some of it is like wildly just, but like I don't know that, and that takes skill. That takes charm, skill. Like I don't know. I mean, I think Game has had a great career and all of these things. I just don't. I don't know that Game would translate very. I mean, again, like I said, probably a lot of grace early on. Crooked, I remember Crooked Eye and Disaster were in talks for whatever, a cup of coffee, and then that
that
fell
would
off.
that would have been
That
the
would have been great.
multisyllabic. That would have been the multisyllabic battle of the century.
That would have been great, man. I don't know. I just like I said, man. But on the flip side of it, I think a lot of battle rappers make really good music. I think Marv One makes great music. I loved Twerk's record, right? Surf, obviously. So I hope you can expound on this for your listeners or whatever. The getting it twisted of making a hit, or how come the versus like actually just making a dope song. Like shit, I have a song that has over 1.5 million streams. I never pushed it, and I don't know how it happened. It you know what I mean? Like it's not one of my better constructors, all these things. So like there is a lot of rappers that make Frack makes dope music. I mean, depending what you're looking for, there's a lot of rappers that make good, yeah, that make good professional sounding. It's like again, I keep pushing back on the idea like, oh, they don't make it. It's like, bro, until you can list 10 battle rappers that you sat down and listened to their stuff, like, or list reasons why it's not good.
So yeah, so I am in the business. I have to listen to all kind of artist music, and I listen to battle rappers music, and I think it's important to note what the levels are. There's bad music, there's okay music, there's good music, there's great music, and then there's elite music. And I think that, and it's not just battle rappers. I think a lot of rappers fall into the mid good space. Like, yeah,
that's a very fair assessment. That's a very fair assessment.
It's not just battlers, right? It's just all rappers in general. Like, niggas, oh yeah, he makes good music. Yeah, we make good music, right? Now, when you talk great music, it's maybe, if I'm being nice, and I'm just speaking for battle rap because I listen to their music. I would say it's about 5 to 10 battle rappers that make great music.
I'm not mad at the assessment. I'm definitely not mad at the assessment. It's a fair assessment. But
and then elite,
right?
Maybe one, maybe two, maybe.
Even in the pushback of that is what you said is very fair and might actually be true. But it's definitely better than just people jumping on the age old. They make terrible music. It's like, bro, they don't make terrible music. Like, I don't know who you listen to. You now years ago, when battle rappers were given their verbatim CDs with their marker on it, maybe some of it wasn't mixed and they was writing too many okay, I get it. All right, that wasn't probably the best music or whatever, but that's 30 years ago or 25, whatever, 24. So, and also, again, understanding what goes in and like if you just were like, oh, that's a great song because look how many streams it got. It's like, bro, we can have that discussion all day.
Yeah, that's a completely different.
Yeah. Right. So ability to write versus ability to make a song versus, let me ask you this, Mick. Who do you got as your top 5 artists, non-rap and hip hop?
Lupe Fiasco.
No, non-rap and hip hop.
Non-rap.
Like I got Bruce Springsteen in my 5.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Incredible lyricist as far as I think Bruce, you know what I'm saying? But Bob Dylan kind of loses me a lot though. I think Bob Dylan's a really good writer, but he certainly loses me at times.
Yeah. So I would say Stevie Wonder.
For sure.
Stevie Wonder is just unbelievable. I want to put a duo, and that would be Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson. Two really phenomenal writers. Whenever you could make a hit record about the undead.
Like, yeah.
What are we doing here? I do
Paul
have
Simon. Give me Paul Simon maybe in that group. Paul Simon is,
yeah, I was gonna say Bruce Springsteen. I think what Bruce has done in the past really fucking good. I'm not mad at Paul Simon, but I would probably lean a little bit more towards a Babyface.
I was about to say Babyface. Yeah, I was
80s and the 90s. He's just a monster, complete monster. And non-rap. Non-rap. I would say Pharrell. Or Missy. Pharrell. Well, Missy is a rapper. But she's written some great, real good songs. But I would put Pharrell. I think people really sleep on Pharrell's writing as a because he's more of a songwriter than a rapper. He's rapped, but he's more of a songwriter, and he's written some incredible choruses, incredible verses, singing. So I would have Pharrell there. You know, I wouldn't have R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't really write a lot. It's a
Yeah,
people in my chat are saying R. Kelly. He didn't really write, bro. Like that's a
and I think melodically, you know, like structure wise, he wrote some, but like pen to pad, like I don't, you
song
know,
wise. He made some good songs, but
yeah, he made good his structure wise of it, but like you know, no, I agree with you on that. Um, yeah, but you know, it's hard because you never know who. Right, I think John Fogerty was a really good writer from Creedence, but like it's hard when you delve into that. But I would definitely say the most elite writers are 100% come from rap and hip hop. Um, for sure, for sure, for sure. I got to check out Graph, Elzai,
and Cambada. Those are the three.
and Bot the third one. Okay, I
Yes,
definitely.
and then
So who are the ones before you know if you got to jump before you go? Who are the ones that you think step on that stage? Like you know what I'm gonna tell you too, and I might have to revisit this. I didn't think Joe Button was doing too bad. I didn't.
Joe Budden was doing great.
Okay, thank you. I didn't think he was doing bad.
He was
I
doing
didn't.
fucking.
I thought I loved his Denzel flight plane upside down shit. I thought Button was cool. I just thought it seemed like a lot of factors that encouraged him by the third to phone it in. But I thought Button was doing solid.
Writing wise,
Yeah.
he just couldn't get the performance down. But like writing wise, oh my gosh, like it was spectacular. I thought it was really good. You know, I wanted to see more. You know, but
Yeah, I agree.
we didn't get that. I would have loved to see Joel jump in there. Lush One called me. He was like, "Yo, we want you on the undercard for Crooked Eye and Diz," and I said, "Give me Joel."
That would have been fire. Yeah, that'd be fire.
You know what I
That'd be
mean?
fire.
But
Yeah.
yeah, brother, you know, you got some homework. So Ransom was going to be somebody that I wanted you to listen to.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
I got a record with Ransom, really crazy. But Elzhi, Elzhi, you're gonna love him. The shit that this brother be saying is just, I don't know. It's like it's ridiculous.
I gotta tap in for sure, man. For sure.
Y'all panic for more static. That's what we call frantic. Looking shook as a small planet becoming volcanic.
I love that. That's dope. That's super cool.
That's
Yeah.
Elzhi.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's great syllabic usage and sensical. Like I hate when people lean on a number to make the syllabic rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you try to corner me already, then it's 43 machetes. It's like, bro, that's a random ass number of machetes.
How did you get them there?
Yo, that is crazy. But you know what I mean? So that shit you just I'm a big Diabolic, but I know he's not mainstream, but
Oh,
Diabolic
Diabolic is incredible.
is crazy with it, bro.
He's
Bollock
incredible.
is
I love Bollock.
man,
That's
yeah.
bro.
Bollock is super duper cold, man. So
Okay, yeah. So listen, you got those four to check out, and I want you to return back in a week, right? If you got a laptop, let's get on a laptop. Let's get on the Instagram.
let's do it.
And let's reconvene. I'll send you some stuff for you to listen to, so you could be like, okay, I see where we're going with this.
Gotcha.
I think it's important for you to listen, you know, and engage from that perspective.
100%, big dog.
My brother, this has been Real Deal here. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
We'll see you next week, man.
My dog.
Peace. So we had Real Deal here. I think that he had incredible points. He agreed with a lot of that I had to say. And I think that he's going to check a lot of MCs out to see what they do. I didn't even get to Saha the Prince and King Los. you know, I didn't even get there. I didn't get the AZ and Corey Guns and J.R. Ryder. We didn't even get there. But it's a good start. He was already listening to Ransom. And you know, Ransom is really good. Ransom is spectacular. I wanna play it, but I don't want YouTube. I want to monetize this particular joint. Yeah. So, Graph, man, I don't want to end the stream. This is a good conversation. I really just want to play some heat, because I think it's important for y'all to understand, like, how great some of our best writers are. Like, I don't think y'all understand, like, how good some of these rappers are. You know, I'm a studier of the art, so I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, you know what? I don't want to end the stream and restart. Fuck it. Let's do it. What up, K Walker? My brother K Walker. I hope all is well with you, brother. Hope you well. I was just in Philly. Okay, so listen. I'm about to play some shit. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Like, this brother Graph, like, he it's just this right here, bro.
At the screen door parked in a long shank through the mesh, just playtime. Tell the devil if I make a plane, the industry treated me like shit, but I ain't complain. We ain't the same, my nigga. It ain't the fame. Train, it's Graph. You a giant hobbit, you lying, stop it. I ride till the tires pop and watch at the diagnostics. Drop a topless Maserati like a flying object. Hit a brick with karate chops and a flying drop kick. Fish scale, whipping the tail, and I'm frying codfish. Ship mail, shipping a sail of Hawaiian tropics. Big rubies are looking like a Hawaiian tropic. Fuck weight, you diabolic, I'm diabolic. You online trying pop shit, fire optics. You busting your Google Chrome, y'all are Firefoxes. Woo. Casket dropping entire boxes. Woo. Fur jacket shopping, rocking entire boxes. Woo. Brown hair, vaginas popping, and diamond watches. Woo. And different saliva drops on my designer boxes. Woo. Bull in a China shop with the finer options. Playing the curb by the block like the fire hydrants. I got the city on my back if I decide to drop it. The big apple is squashed and the apple cider rotten. Plus the hammer got the stocking. Stop the nonsense. Too busy watching the final product and not the process. The fire popped and the fire's popping. The silencer on the fire rockets in a higher octave. What? The brain on drugs, nigga, I'm frying omelets. Inside my closet, I found flyer mileage. Wow. I brought drugs to your campus. Try it modest. You got so high that I'm surprised you didn't die in college. One hit, now you non-responsive. The 9, I got it polished, leaving bullet holes about the size of olives. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, right beside the projects. But one day I'ma buy a house about the size of Hollis. I'm in Fendi shopping by the boxes. I'm stuck in the store trying to convince myself that I am not a hostage. I could leave if I want. I'm trying, I promise. Shit that I'm buying is flying exotic. Why are you online thugging it? You trying to die in the comments? I got fiends dying and lying and vomit. High as a comet, they fly in the sky with the pilot. Fresh off the boat, probably arrived with a pirate. Alright.
Nigga said it's fresh off a boat, probably arrived with a pirate. Dog. You talk about MCs like that do this. Like, bro, when it's time to do this shit, bro, it gets different, bro. Like, some of these niggas is really, like, gifted, bro.
Zone 6, Stone Mountain. Yeah. Okay. Broadway musical line from a pharmaceutical. And karma's a bitch, my karma's beautiful. Huh. And she jumping through hula hoops to get inside the section with me and Bachi at Boogaloo. Survived some things I could have died trying to maneuver through. Oh, by the way, this content may not be suitable for children under the ages of 12. This for juveniles. Your favorite rapper is Cap, don't let them bamboozle you. The first one's in Decatur with Kush, they thought it was super glue. Been saying things for so long, I'm starting to think I'm delusional. Hope I'm not losing you. Let's bring the movie crew. Let's drop the documentary about how it all was meant to be. Survived it all without no injuries. I took my penalties and I earned my stripes like the brindles my kennel breed. Then I tied it all into these symphonies to inspire y'all mentally. I already wrote my Emmy speech. I was never in the streets, man. The streets just paid the rent for me. This for the women that didn't believe. I even sung Boys to Men like bending knees. Jeez. Got up and dust myself off. Now they watching Moby Dick, cause I'm well off. What would all these rappers sound like if I turn the well off? I can never fail, even if I fell off. The feds will be at my door if I roll the tail off. If I ain't worth the weight, then you scale off. Banana boats from the coast, they used to sail south. You don't get it, man, they really used to sail south. Hit the plug on the metro to send them bail south. George Jefferson walking out of the jailhouse. The big bailout. You slick scared now, revenge was an option, but instead I took the player route. But you gotta die if you hurt somebody I care about. Pull up to your little birthday party and air it out. Like I'm the one you should never doubt. Right. Can't sleep like I had 20 cappuccinos. My past could come back to haunt me like when Benny Cappuccino. Black Latinos, bags of the gasolino. Catch a bird to Oakland, then we flying back to Reno. I'm a hustler.
Bro, that beat right there, bro. I'm just showing y'all a couple things.
Clemens and death I rimming million stars and stripes. I warned you, it's on you. Invest our spending in cars and bikes. Collect our stimulus stars and stripes.
Come on.
We left our women with scars and gripes.
Come on.
In death our rimming and starving nights. Mama sent me to help out many to borrow some rights.
Come on.
Them jail bars, imminent guards and fights. Them L's authentic as Compton night. And they trending as Tail Bar Clemens and Charleston White. True anomaly, deeper viewers optometry. Numerology speaking through this autonomy while elite is confused. Tell Thomas McDonald we don't agree with his views, but we approve of his honesty. Never read it too deadly, left his head in shambles. Back in federal weaponry, shoveling mega manholes. Rather eat in the culture, never even a shortcha. Who celebrate when they see you 8 with 7 candles. Bahamadia, Heather B. Every queen should never have to question her pedigree. That's Kevin Samuels. A Risha ruler to a comedic G. My queen, a better you is a better me. That's Tevin Campbell. While the labels embellish why they never cancel. Propagated the skeleton while they selling scandal. Why the Reverend Rambos. Noriega probably your better commando. Schwarzenegger was Reagan's Rambo. Your blow stepped on, let's show set known. Yo connect in the Rolodex, Gomez Jones. He with 3 of his groupies give him co-ed chrome. Leave him with these little Uzis, give him forehead stones. Gold chain sneakers, choose your battle with Juice WRLD shallow and Cobain's deeper.
Come on.
The dope games ether, cocaine beepers.
Come on.
Coltrane peaks, the most ain't speakers.
Come on.
The bro can't reach us, the woe can't either. Sleeping with Soul Train divas, we post sangria. I speak for my quiches, my no-name chicas. Our folks ain't teachers, our dope can't free us. You 1,000 error to register, never popped the tag. Your concierge never helped you out with your shopping bag. You not a real goon fan, you ever got the pass. You not a real Doom fan, you never clocked the mask. Been 2-stepping since Jay-Z.
Come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here, bro? Look.
Hands hanging in Galleria, strapped to
Give you back to an ashe. Amen.
avid reader, learning through pages I've kept in trapper keepers, master thinker, studying paintings, hanging in Galleria, strapped Adidas, Japanese sneakers. I'm flying past Korea, stamp the visa, turning down women who look like Catherine Zeta, passive drinker, premium diva, vodka and black tequila, packed arenas. Why you put niggas to sleep like anesthesia, whack demeanor, goes to the industry. It's the rap Tsushima, that's Katrina, flooding the net. Somebody grab Serena, back and forth. What's all the racket for? I captured ether, stripes earned like the fastest cheetah, trying to catch a zebra. Alopecia, you missing here on the list of classic features. Cats is weaker, putting out sleepers, cutting out rapper Peter. Factz the Reaper versus Eternal, that's word to Angelina. At my leisure, I was a prince, dating the ballerina. Had an eager, following that procedure was actually deeper. Whiz kid, don't gotta ask Khalifa, this track's a heater.
There's something holy about a body being.
Angle in the tube, a master of the palette, all sanguine and cool. The music mostly jazz, the jazz mostly old. Punctured by some punk and some old smoky soul. An atlas on the trunk from the land of broken goals. Just a cover in the back that you open and you close. Where are all the pages? The painter said defanged. I ripped them all out and made some paper planes. Fish grease absorbers and some origami cranes. Poured itself a drink and then poured it down the drain. Looked at the empty canvas, said I think I have a name. I'll call it gasoline, pouring on the flames. Hey.
It's too much, bro.
It made it off. I sold when we was hooked in the hood, getting booked. Like literature kept us shook. Like when the boogeyman come in to get you, we was crooks. Try to cop more rides and great adventure. Any image we took, not a father was in the picture. There was times, not a bite nor swallow was in the kitchen. Real niggas made an industry out of their intuition, facing the darkest outcome. Sprinting to outrun the reaper, trying not to be the fool in the mouth for the beast, for whom the bell tolls. Crown kings in Adidas suits and shell toes. We had to throw a lot of body blows and elbows. Wishing we could get from Snyder Ave to Melrose without the dapper damn body bags and jail clothes that warn niggas not to lollygag with hell rolls. We railroaded through the thick of things for gold chains and chicken chains. No one's throwing flames, it's growing pains. When in the game, in the blow, ashes in the snow. It's no remains, push the wheel as fast as it could go. We overcame the obstacles, but when you official, the blow.
Get money for the music that a nigga create.
Remaining fresh goons in my flesh prone. You need a vest on to catch a chest bone. Now you rest above the crest moon in your block. Get your door knocked in by my warlocks. 4 Glocks and left you with stains too deep for Clorox. Run back beneath sun cap. Levels is untapped. Done laps around a spun map. Hoes get their bun slapped. Y'all panic for more static. That's what I call frantic. Looking shook as a small planet. Becoming volcanic off top. Y'all soft pop. Weak as a cough drop. I love cop to stopping them all so I can cough shop. Veteran, you better involve us all in the lettering. If I don't get your girl wetter, then I must have met her twin. Create rhymes that are straight bombs. I call them napalm. I date dimes and maybe an 8 if she got great palms. Enough said, get at a rough dread so I can puff bread. I cuff bread. I'm paid and got maids that can fluff bags. I even snuff ads.
Nigga, you heard what I said. Bringing money for the music that a nigga create.
What could be sweeter than you? I want to.
They say they want bars, but it's unfounded. Cause when they get bars, niggas be dumbfounded. My mind is clear and the vision is unclouded. Cat gun rapping, where the fuck's the gunpowder? Chuck D said my Uzi weighs a ton now. It's time to go the distance in a ring full of one-rounders. Still pacing, still bracing heartbeats. Ever since y'all car seats, we still rear facing. Listen, I murder you niggas. So help me God, I murder you niggas. So help me God, I murder you niggas. So help me God, I murder you niggas. All the insurgency never should have alerted me. Nah, I murder you niggas.
Yeah, yes.
So help me God, I murder you niggas.
Yeah, yes.
So help me God, I murder you niggas. So help me God, I murder you niggas. Hey, I was laying back, cool, calm, collect with my man Mike off a second and Carondalette. If Atlas shrugged so he could give his arms a rest, I figured I could take the time to let my mind wander. Yet, y'all scoring a game that I don't care about. Cause if you ain't dropping that cheap weekend shit every week and shit, then they wonder about your whereabouts. I will clothesline a nigga and air it out. Cause time is precious and my peace of mind is paramount. Look, man, we are not in concert.
This is not a game, nigga. We are not in Contra. I'ma kill shit. I'ma be a solid monster. The will shit that happened like in Tio Salamanca. Go guard your old shit like we in Casablanca. In the good times, they be quick to fall through. But in the bad times, no, they don't recall you. That's why no one makes it out saying this game will get all you. Drive you ape shit just so they...
A spaceship. I'm pleased to report after many attempts, I climbed out from the mouth of the gritty abyss. The ants and I'm an idiot. Who idiot is this? My mind frame is betrayed with NVIDIA chips. My rhymes are like shrines for the city I miss. Every time I found beauty in the hideousness. My tongue can set fire to some, inspire the young, or put a hickey on the titty of the prettiest bitch. I'm number one. You getting the gist? Anything, Lord, you better reconsider your list. Ain't no song when I'm gone, I'ma still be a myth. Even God gon' wonder how the fuck did he exist? I mean, could he have just slipped through the cracks? Ain't let a nigga into heaven, so I went to the back. And when I entered, I saw an old friend that I dapped. He said, please, nigga, kick one of the infinite raps. Okay, after 4 tracks, long as the beat is on fire. My grip on rap, stronger than needle nose flies. So kick on back and enjoy the fresh sound. The best round of black, getting rich off rap. I'm from the town where they zip off packs. We never seen trampoline, but a brick you can flip off that. But then try to compete, but they just fall flat. A lot of these weak niggas peak where I lift off fat. I never trick off racks, I stack what I attract. The money talks to me and they lack the dialect to reply back as I crack the fire. Acts like refracts when they have black Messiah raps. Vietnam, where they strap like Iraq. The knocks in the trap with the knack to high raps. A man there cause the past lap the wiretap. His dog had his back, so they whacked the chiropract. Chemically imbalanced, dripping style and gallons. I write schemes in my dreams just for the challenge. Woke up in ice cold.
That shit is fucking insane.
And bells had the
Boy,
let's do this.
Mickey Factz is here. Just Incredibles freestyle.
Yeah. I know the league as well. Gabe take a lot of photos, he be clean as hell. In my Yamamotos, you can see the wealth. Call me Quasimodo, how I'm ringing bells. Had to leave a trail. Manager sending money through the wire like stringing bell. Listening to Luther, this is Idris L.
There he goes.
Damn.
There he goes.
In a seat of a Jeep and you can't even tell. With a fly hottie, I be whipping that wide body. I should go get a CDL. Trust issues, only real niggas with me can't deal with your fake asses. That's a BBL. Yeah, boy, they had to send a realer nigga out here. It ain't even 12. Making sure that my CD sell. Pendulum Mink is eating well. Celebrities pulling up on a Zoom call. Had a MacBook Pros. I don't need a Dell. Even though she be singing well. I don't smoke, but got a cookie deal like a Keebler elf, cause I earn cake. First date, took her to a place where they serve steak on a curved plate. Big Benz got a workspace like a car charge on my girl place. I ain't seen a fucking gas station since my damn birthday. Wow, you hear that wordplay, Stephen A? I did this on the first take. Yeah, you know it. I'm just a damn tooth poet. Wrist where I had the hue blow it.
What are we doing here, bro? Mickey Clips, Charlie Factz. That's true. What about this one?
If I kiss the fucking
Freestyle series. What we doing?
look,
Come on.
listening to Pippa Butterfly.
So, Pete, fine. Tell me what bar you could see a mile away with this part.
Just Incredibles freestyle series. What we doing?
Look,
Come on.
listening to Pippa Butterfly while I'm sipping tea. So if I kiss the fucking sky, you see my lip in me. It is what it is. Revolt when I kick a free. Cameron, that's my dog. I'm still trying to get the flea. Flipping G's, trying to learn how to make $1 million cash.
Nice.
I put my elbow in it like a Jason Williams pass. They came to film the swag. I got plain words that could break a building fast, like you made Matilda mad.
Come on.
That's a 90s reference.
Yeah.
If you check my psyche, yes, it's just the Nike message. Kevin Feige methods. Do it all in phases. Using all my favors. Big time rappers come to Zoom to talk to strangers. $100 plates, I've been to Budokan for ages. Got a mural out in Vegas, that's a superstar with lasers. Shout to Lupe, he my favorite, that's a 3-album run.
Nice.
Place me after Pun, Dre 3001. Baby boy turning 6, he the reason I look young. He's my whole galaxy, I'm trying to be around my son.
I like that.
That's the way I plan it. Major boss, pain is hard. Razor sharp, state of the art. Nigga with crazy spark. Got a woman shooter like Caitlin Clark. Aim and spark to have the liquor spill on your shirt to make a mark. Stepping out the form and speaking English.
Yes.
I'm bilingual, you're talking to a genius. Soul survivor, aborted out of fetus. and out of this world. Got deported out of Venus, supported by the Divas, recorded by the leaders. New York inside Adidas, down in Georgia by the peaches. All the ladies try to fornicate and slide, but since shorty ain't a dime, your boys say goodbye. Old soul, born in 1489. I formulate a rhyme to correlate with guys with a normal state of mind. Hard worker, sometimes I'm lazy, looking like you saw my Gravy's eye. So I just gotta coordinate the time to sort of stay in line. Living rent free in the haters' head, cause the mortgage rates are high. Too bad I bought a place to hide. Okay, they said they want more Mercedes vibes. Okay, let me form a great reply. Electric engine, it's like a locomotive. I'm in the Benz flexing, these are yoga poses. I'm overloaded, Nova Scotia flow the coldest. Rest in peace to Pat State, rest in peace to Mac Dre, rest in peace to the beat, let it sleep for mad days. Big bro to older niggas, yeah, I'm really ashtray. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. This is proof that I'm good. Anthony Edwards, I'm just a wolf in the woods. Treat the booth like it should. See bars every night, creep off in the light. It remind them of life when T-bars and chili right. C4 on the flight, blowing up in the sky, showing up to Dubai. This what Biggie felt like growing up in the sky. You know what's up with nigga. Rolling up with my guys, loaded up till I die. Long live lyricism, throw them up in the sky. Just incredible for life. Yo, what's up with the vibe?
My brother, you know what it is, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, throw it up in the sky.
Yeah.
R.I.P. that.
BX. Yo. Ready for combat. Detonated soon as they locate where the bomb's at. Clips long as legs, they don't know where your arm's at. Niggas want smoke until they cut your contact. Try sunning kid and you don't find where your mom's at. Bitch, I'm the ripper, fuck around, get your car jacked. Probably find them parked where it ain't no garage at. Close range, Trinity, they never dodged that. Never gave a fuck about your crew, lay a squad flat. Only talk the few, put their chin up, I nod back. Ducking from the blues, cause they tin up the Dodge Black. Find me on the cruise somewhere, send up the lodge jack. You know the rules I've been. Granny ones moving sin. Moves extend with Tommy guns, tools to spin. Use the pins, bedpans scattered around. Rather have a cap in your gown or splatter the ground. On your back, flatten and drown from the matic a pound. Ain't even gotta initiate the static with sound. Practicing acrobatics with clowns. Abracadabra, the Mac inaccurate, the bastards and back it around. Laugh at it now when you cry when you die. I'ma do my thing singing out of two rides. Lot of do die. He's steaming hot as Dubai. Lot of hoopla. He's screaming, how could you why? I don't reply. Pussy thinking y'all got new lives. Well, I got 2 9s and use one to kill them 2 times around my coupons. Niggas thinking shit is coupon till they get poop on. Pull up in a group of Yukons, the nigga you gone. Ain't shit that you gone. Come do my 1 2 2 calm. It's 1 you bomb. Train dance with Nina, Johnny and Peggy right in the leggy. Polly pocket leave you ready. Spaghetti said if you ready. Cold block hot as a stove top. I'm from where the cookouts get turned into roadblocks and load shots. Aim at his face with a nose dot. I'm from where they leave your body fresh and your clothes hot. Motherfucking robbing niggas for pounds. They rob kids for stacks. They grow up, lay them down. I'm from the way it sound. Get out, don't stay in bounds. No rules on my team, no doubt. Playing foul. Now with the game's bounce, you about to get flamed down and jump like Blade Brown and covered like James Brown. Don't go against grains. I pull up, get brains to roll up, split stings.
Everybody have a